Is that what's going to happen?
That's what we're trying to, yeah. We're just trying to find
And then
out what information.
it's my responsibility. Every time I got to back up into somewhere.
So delayed. Yeah. He's got a big parking lot area on his side of the street, so lots of questions. There's not much information, so that's why we're here, I guess. Got the one.
Good evening, and thank you for coming. Welcome. Tonight's public information meeting's about the sidewalks that we're proposing to do. This is phase one of our sidewalk plan for the town. It would be connecting the Mapleby Avery School on Vision Boulevard up to the high school, and then at Field Road Park, coming out of Field Road Park, going north along Field Road on the west side in front of the plaza. From there, we're going to cross Route 83, and we're going to connect the sidewalks from Geisler's all the way up to Lake Drive, where there are already existing sidewalks. The crossing on Route 83 will have rapid flashing beacons, which are the yellow beacons that you see in other areas. That is what we're proposing. Fuss & O'Neill have been working on the design. This is a 100% funded project through the LOTSIP grant program. We've got $2 million for the construction of this project, so no cost to the taxpayers of Summers other than our time and the engineering fees. So I'm going to hand this over to Daniel Haptis, and he's going to go through it and through the presentation.
Thank you, Todd. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. On behalf of the town of Summers, my name is Dan Haptis from Fuss & O'Neill. I'll be presenting this project to you all today. Before we get into it, I'll go over our project team, the overview of the project, existing conditions, what we are proposing, schedule and budget, and we will finish off with questions at the end, so please hold off until the end of the presentation. Again, my name is Dan Haptis, Senior Project Manager at Fuss & O'Neill. I'm here with my colleagues, Sean Bierce and Jose Flores. Quickly about Fuss & O'Neill, we are a multidisciplinary firm in New England with offices all over. We have done several sidewalk projects similar to this one, notably in Norwalk, Stamford, and New Britain. As Todd said, this project is funded through the Connecticut Department of Transportation's LOTSIP program, the Local Transportation Capital Improvement Program. This gives the Council of Governments in Connecticut, pictured here on the right, the ability to fund local projects such as this one here. The town, through CROG, the capital region, applied to the DOT and gained approval October of 2024. And this is part of the town of Summers' larger sidewalk plan. The Board of Selectmen created a committee to address the deficiencies in the town's bike and ped accessibility. They conducted safety audits, sidewalk survey to determine where multimodal users would be highest. Our area, our phase one project area, we have 2 schools, a park, and multiple business within the project limits. Specifically, our project limits here are on Vision Boulevard between the middle school, high school, on Field Road going from Summers Recreation Park all the way to Route 83 or South Road, and then a short section on Route 83 going from Summers Crossing Plaza, where Geisler's is, north to Lake Drive. Now, the existing conditions, first on Vision Boulevard, there aren't really any pedestrian amenities there, no sidewalks. The speed bumps here for the pedestrian crossing are not ADA compliant. Again, on Field Road, there are no sidewalks in the area, and there is evidence of people walking along the road to get to the park and to the schools. Also along Field Road, there are some drainage deficiencies. Ponding occurs in this area and deteriorates the pavement over time. I'll go into that a little bit later of how our project plans to address these issues. And on Route 83, as I mentioned earlier, there is a gap of sidewalk from Summers Crossing to Lake Drive. So our project will aim to fill in that gap. So our proposed improvements on Vision Boulevard, we are proposing a sidewalk along the southern side of Vision Boulevard between the middle school and public library to the high school. We are proposing to remove the speed humps and provide ADA compliant crossings. And we're also proposing lighting, new lighting along the proposed sidewalk. Moving on to Field Road, we are proposing a sidewalk along the western side of the road, all the way from approximately the driveway to the recreation park, all the way through 83. Also part of our improvements, we are proposing all new drainage from around the vicinity of VaSalle Road. There's going to be new drainage pipe and catch basins to collect that stormwater runoff and prevent ponding in the future. Moving on to Route 83, this is the short section from Summers Crossing to Lake Drive, proposing sidewalk along the eastern side of the road. Also, we're proposing a crossing across Route 83 at Field Road. And as Todd alluded before, this is where we're going to have the rapid rectangular flashing beacon, or RFB. It looks like this is like a wigwag pattern when you hit the pedestrian push button. It's there to alert motorists that a pedestrian is entering the roadway. So this is an idea of what the finished product will look like. Starting on the left-hand side, we're proposing a 5-foot wide concrete sidewalk with a 2 to 3 foot grass shelf. ADA compliant sidewalk ramps like the one pictured here in the middle of the screen at all crossings. And the rectangular rapid flashing beacon will be on both sides of the road to alert motorists of the pedestrian entering the roadway. Now, there are some minor impacts to rights-of-way due to the sidewalk installation. We have 3 total proposed easements, 2 of which are here at 51 and 63 South Road. This is for the installation of the sidewalk in the vicinity of the RRFB. So Field Road would be right across the street here. The other easement is a Town of Summers property. This is where the current bus depot is. Again, this is required for the installation of the sidewalk. Now, there are other minor improvements as part of this project. We will need limited access to small areas of properties along the roadway, and this is pretty typical for a project like this. What I have pictured here is just an example. You have a right to grade, a right to reconstruct driveway, and a silt fence. The right to grade simply means that we need to slightly adjust the ground so it matches into the existing or into the proposed sidewalk and provide to meet ADA accessibility requirements. Some driveways will need to be adjusted where they meet the new sidewalk. This ensures a smoother and safe transition and will be fully restored once work is completed. The temporary sedimentation control system, usually a silt fence, that's there just to collect dirt and debris from entering the roadway, catch basins, or the adjacent property. This is typical for a project of this magnitude, I would say. And this just ensures that the surrounding area transitions nicely into the proposed sidewalk. So our current schedule, we're on track to finish our design end of summer. We are finishing up 90% plans, which are due in June. Our final design plans are due end of the summertime. And if all goes well, we will be hitting construction in spring of 2027. The current construction estimate is $1.9 million, and again, that will be 100% funded by the LASA program. That concludes the presentation. Open to any questions.
I'm just here to see if it was on the other side of the road, and it was.
I got a lot of that, actually.
Huh?
Yeah.
A lot of people called, and I told them where it was, and they're like, oh, not from my house.
Yeah. So when, go ahead.
So we put a sidewalk in so they can walk to the package store? Yeah.
Well, up to the center of town. There's kids that walk up there already. Part of the roundabout that is a DOT project for the center of town here is scheduled to go out to bid in 2028. We'll see if that holds, but the roundabout work will have sidewalks all the way down on either side,
Yep.
connecting into in front of the barn and down to Dunkin' Donuts. So at this point, we just wanted to connect Chrysler Summers Crossing up to the center of town, because from there you can come all the way up to the center of town.
And they didn't look that whole wider.
I'm sorry?
5 feet.
5 feet. Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, I don't. I'm just kind of, you got a specific one, go ahead.
Okay, so you're gonna come out, so kids come out of the school or the high school and they walk back, to Phil Road.
Yeah, they walk through the park.
Right, and then you're gonna take a left and then you're gonna go across Field Road, not Field Road,
Walk up Field Road to in front of the plaza.
right, so will the parking lot on 64 Field Road be affected on the common there?
No, it'll be in the grass.
64 Field Road.
That's Avery's.
Oh, the parking lot? No, because
Well, no, I'm just, I just want to, I didn't know how wide it's going to be. There's a narrow area, but it's not going to affect the parking lot.
You ever watch the kids walk through there now?
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly where we're going to go with it.
right.
It's somewhere around.
So it looks like there may be enough room. There's a area, and there's a telephone pole in here, and it's right abutting right against the parking area.
So not that it does affect me, just like otherwise. Say 64 condos. Who has to take care of that sidewalk in the
You
winter?
talking about here?
Yeah. Yeah, and then there over here. It's not going to affect
No.
this parking.
No. There might be a little, because there is a cross pipe here. I'd have to do a little work in here for the drainage, if I recall.
Right, there's a drain in there, and then there's a pole, so I don't know if you had enough.
Yeah, I don't think,
So there's a little bit of grading onto the property,
Right.
the right-of-way line, but it doesn't get near the parking lot. It doesn't impact the drainage inlet either.
Okay, so you have enough room to do what you need to do.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it's just gonna check.
No, it won't be into the parking lot.
Okay, great.
What constitutes the parking area of the Nets school right now? Like, where's,
There's nothing there, it's just all pavement. I met with Carl Stebbins and the leadership with doing the tractor trailer, and they're excited about this because this will define, there'll be 6-inch curbing on either side of those new sidewalks, and it'll better define their area, which is just wide open.
Yeah, exactly.
They use cones now to try to close this off so their drivers aren't running all over the place. This is going to define it, a very large opening here, and then this will help to close in their parking lot. They realize they're going to lose some spaces here, but they're okay with that because this will better define their area.
I see, okay. Okay. So the curb is gonna kind of turn the corner onto the valley there, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where there's nothing there, there's a stop sign and a 55-gallon drum
Yes.
because there's nothing, it kept getting hit, so. Well, I think somewhere I put a stop sign and a street sign eventually.
Right, right.
And we're gonna pull the corner back on the side a little bit. just to make it easier for the trucks to get in and out.
Don't worry, you'll still catch it.
Yeah,
You'll still get it.
that's probably true.
Don't put anything good there.
That's going to be the test.
I'll drive over it, yeah. Any other questions?
No.
This is on YouTube, sir, under the town website on YouTube if you want to see the entire presentation.
Okay, thanks.
You have any questions for us?
Before anyone leaves, if you don't mind, if you could please just sign in, just so we can know who actually attended.
Enough room on there?
It's not required.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
If anybody has any questions later, let me put up my contact information. I'll put this on the screen.
Is there going to be more information as time goes on, like time for, I know you said it'll be approved and then construction's going to start in the spring of next year, but.
No, we'll have to go out to bid, which will be on the town website. And we'll have updates on the town website for when we get closer. We're assuming we're going to go out to bid next spring, which we think is probably true, but there's always potential for it. We still have to work with Eversource, so there's some utility work that will have to be done. So all of that planning still needs to get finished, which is another 8 months. So, but we'll keep updates on the town website, particularly when we get closer to when we go into bid. We'll have a bidding schedule, and then when we anticipate construction starting, which would be spring of next year.
Gotcha.
So all of this stuff will be available online, and we can see the steps going forward.
The presentation?
The presentation, yeah, we'll put the presentation online.
Well, not only the presentation, but the
major.
The best thing to do is email me if you have questions. When we get to the point where we're bidding, that will be on the town website, and we'll do an update in the board in front here. But honestly, there will be a lot of time in between where it seems like nothing's happening. There's a lot of work in the background, but there's nothing to talk about other than they're busy working on all of this. So if you have any specific questions, the best thing to do is email me at my email address up there.
What is 10 Field Road? That seems to be one of the places that's going to get the most disrupted. Is that's at the beginning of the road?
That's at the beginning. So the plaza, 18 Field Road is the bus barn.
Oh, okay. So it's really not anything.
No, there's the property, must be the property next to us that the contractor bought was the old DLT property.
Yeah, it's a little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The driveway.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But they have to remove, are there a lot of trees that have to be removed?
Project-wide, no. Most of the work actually falls within the right-of-way, other than
Okay.
a couple areas we highlighted where we need some easements. But I think there's a group of trees along Vision Boulevard that are questionable. Our grading limits kind of come right up to them right now, so it's kind of a questionable call whether we remove them or not. Other than that, there's 1 or 2 trees on South Road.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's about it.
All right.
You just strap yourself to it that area.
No, I don't. I like the tree that's right across the street from the shop there. It's nice. But apparently nothing on Field is getting removed. So.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
Okay.
No. There might be some trimming
Yeah,
for sight lines.
probably right there between the plaza and 10 Field Road, but other than that.
If you steer, you strap to it.
Go right ahead, keep cutting, right? Oh, jeez. All right. Okay.
All right,
Thanks.
thank you.
Thank you.